Hello, and welcome back to Laura Talks Now. This is the fourth episode in the series focused on managing our stress and anxiety during these challenging times. In this video, I will share tips on how to prevent and overcome loneliness, the feeling that is experienced by the increased number of people in light of recent global events. Loneliness is a normal human experience, but feeling lonely for too long and too often can harm our mental and physical health. Loneliness is defined by researchers as feeling lonely more than once a week. According to many experts, loneliness is not necessarily about being alone. It is actually a state of mind of feeling alone and isolated, which causes people to feel empty and unwanted even if they are surrounded by others. Prolonged periods of loneliness could increase chances of developing anxiety or depression, also result in decreased memory, poor decision making, and even heart problems. For these reasons, it's important to know how to manage the feelings of loneliness. So, here are some suggestions and strategies that you can employ to cope with loneliness and this way support your well being and good mental health. First of all, reduce or eliminate news consumption. Limit your media consumption to an extent. Watching too much news, reading too many articles, and consuming too much content can be overwhelming. Reducing news consumption and limiting your time on social media will also give you more opportunities to focus on and consume more positive material. Find balance to disconnect and connect. Be selective about information. Connect with others. Perhaps the best thing you can do to combat loneliness during this turbulent period is to connect with others in a variety of ways that will help you to develop quality relationships. Seek people who share similar attitudes, interests, and values with you. Find people who uplift you and strengthen your connections by supporting each other. Remember what and who are really important in your life and let them know. Take this opportunity to create new ways of connecting to the people you love and connect with your old friends. Moreover, spend time in conversations talking about positive things and what you do want. Find healthy distractions. This might come in the form of reading or listening to audiobooks or podcasts, watching shows, listening to your favorite music, or finding other activities that interest you. Distracting yourself will allow you to change your focus of attention and it will help you to get out of a downward spiral. Find sources of comfort. Maybe you can take a bath, cook healthy comfort food, have a cup of herbal tea, or do other things that bring you comfort. Finding ways to give yourself comfort, even when you're feeling lonely, can help to improve your mental health a lot. Create something. Complete a paint by number project or do some coloring in a coloring book. Of course, you know that there are adult coloring books there too. Write a poem, compile a photo album that you can share later with others, or take up jewelry making. There are so many great ideas for creative do-it-yourself projects online. Just search for it. Improve your environment at home. Clear your home, redecorate, or move things around. Change the sights, sounds, and scents of the place you are in. Play some calming music and light a candle with a calming scent to create a peaceful and inspiring home. Remember that your environment directly affects how you're feeling. Ask yourself, how do you want to feel today? Every morning, ask yourself, how do you want to feel and what are your goals that day? When we set ourselves to feel good, we look for ways to achieve that. Moreover, before the mind can work efficiently, we must develop our perception of the outcomes we expect to reach. Have a vision of how you want things to be and make your visions a reality. Plan for the future. So you could make a future list or a bucket list of all the things you want to do, plan a fun event, or maybe make a goals list for some area of your life, for example, your career. Making plans for the future will help you to stay focused and look forward to brighter things ahead. Practice self compassion. If you find yourself saying things like, I shouldn't be feeling this way, or pushing away difficult emotions like anxiety, fear, anger, and sadness. This will only make those emotions heavier and harder to bear and make your loneliness persist. Instead of resisting your feelings, find ways to be accepting of them. Instead of judging and criticizing yourself, practice self compassion. Be understanding and kind to yourself. Recognize that loneliness is a sign that something needs to change. If you're feeling anxious, recognize that it's a normal and appropriate response to the current situation. This helps to take away the power and ease your unhappiness. Remember that your feelings will change. Show compassion to others. You could maybe find ways to help your neighbors, talk to your friends who are feeling low to offer words of encouragement, or maybe even participate in a charity. If you're struggling yourself, sometimes offering help to others who are feeling lonely can make you feel less lonely yourself. Intentionally break the cycles of negative thought patterns. When we worry, even though it might feel as we are doing something to manage the threat that we feel, we don't actually create solutions. The good news is that worry is a process that you can disengage from. First of all, identify the worry and then ask yourself, is there anything you can do about it? If the answer is no, let it go. If the answer is yes, take action to change it. If you can't take immediate action, schedule a time when you can and then move on. Worrying is a very understandable and human way of coping with fear and anxiety, but it's unlikely to be helpful. Having a reaction is okay, but staying in that feeling is not. Use your time alone to clear your mind of negativity and bring yourself back to peace and presence. You can find a more visual version of these steps by searching for the worry tree. Take up journaling. Journaling offers a great way to deeply clean your mind by accessing all of your thoughts, feelings, views, and perspectives that can be weighing you down or that have become all consuming. By writing them down, you can start to organize what is important and what you need to let go of. Journaling enables healing as you are able to share with no interruption and judgment. Studies have shown that expressive writing for 15-20 minutes a day can build our immunity, lower our blood pressure, improve our mood, as well as levels of self esteem and self worth. With journaling, you can begin to notice the patterns in your behavior that are not serving you, and it also helps you to track your growth and progress. You can make better and more conscious choices when experiencing similar challenges and develop healthier relationships with yourself and others. If you're not a fan of writing, you can always record voice notes. Last but not least, I would like to say that having some alone time can be actually beneficial if you achieve a positive state of mind. This state of being alone and feeling peaceful is called solitude. In contrast to loneliness, solitude can be liberating and often helps people to live in peace and connect with themselves. This personal connection to self can defeat any feelings of loneliness. It can also help you build mental strength and make you more productive and spark your creativity. In conclusion, I just would like to say that the feelings of loneliness can be overcome and prevented. In the long run, making a change can make you happier, healthier, and enable you to impact others around you in a positive way. I hope you find this useful, and if you do, as always, please share this video with others so it can reach more people. And if you'd like to hear more from me, subscribe to my channel and visit my Instagram account. The details how to find me on Instagram are in the description below. Thanks for tuning in again. Stay well.